Section 1. A New Birth of Freedom, the 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution stands as a beacon of hope and a testament to the enduring human spirit. Ratified in 1865, it officially abolished slavery within the United States and its territories, marking a turning point in American history. This landmark achievement was the culmination of decades of tireless work by abolitionists, formerly enslaved people, and political leaders who fought tirelessly for the recognition of fundamental human rights. The amendment's concise yet powerful language declares that neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. This declaration sent shockwaves through the nation, forever altering the social, political, and economic landscape of the United States. The 13th Amendment serves as a constant reminder that freedom is not a given. It must be fought for, protected, and nurtured by each generation. The road to the 13th Amendment was long and arduous, paved with the sacrifices of countless individuals who dared to challenge the institution of slavery. From the earliest days of the Republic, voices of dissent rose against the hypocrisy of a nation founded on principles of liberty, yet entangled in the brutal practice of human bondage. These early abolitionists, often working in the face of fierce opposition, laid the groundwork for the movement that would eventually lead to slavery's demise. The 13th Amendment stands as a testament to the power of collective action and the belief in the possibility of a more just and equitable society. It serves as a reminder that the pursuit of freedom and equality is an ongoing struggle, one that requires constant vigilance and a commitment to upholding the ideals enshrined in the Constitution. By understanding the historical context and the profound impact of the 13th Amendment, we can better navigate the challenges of the present and strive to create a future where the legacy of slavery is truly overcome. Section 2. The Long Road to Abolition. The fight to abolish slavery in the United States was a long and bitter struggle, marked by passionate debate, political maneuvering, and ultimately, a bloody civil war. The issue of slavery had been a source of contention from the nation's founding, with the framers of the Constitution leaving the question of its future unresolved. This compromise, while necessary to secure the formation of the Union, ultimately sowed the seeds of discord that would erupt decades later. Key figures emerged on both sides of the debate. Abolitionists like Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, and William Lloyd Garrison eloquently articulated the horrors of slavery and the moral imperative to end it. Their writings, speeches, and daring actions in the face of danger galvanized public opinion and helped turn the tide against slavery. On the other side, pro-slavery advocates defended the institution as economically necessary and even morally justifiable, using racist arguments to bolster their claims. The debate over slavery intensified throughout the 19th century, fueled by events such as the publication of Harriet Beecher Stowe's Uncle Tom's Cabin in 1852, which exposed the brutality of slavery to a wide audience. Political compromises such as the Compromise of 1850 and the Kansas-Nebraska Act of 1854 only served to further inflame tensions. The nation lurched closer to disunion as the debate over slavery became increasingly intractable. The outbreak of the Civil War in 1861 marked a turning point in the fight against slavery. With the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, President Abraham Lincoln declared the freedom of enslaved people in Confederate territories, effectively striking a blow against the institution itself. The war, while undeniably devastating, provided the context for the eventual passage and ratification of the 13th Amendment. It was a testament to the sacrifices of countless individuals, both on the battlefield and in the tireless efforts of abolitionists, that finally brought an end to the scourge of slavery in the United States. Section 3. The Fight Continues. Reconstruction and Beyond. The ratification of the 13th Amendment was a watershed moment in American history, but it did not signal the end of the struggle for racial equality. The period following the Civil War, known as Reconstruction, was a time of great promise and profound challenges, as the nation grappled with integrating formerly enslaved people into society. While the 13th Amendment abolished slavery, it did not address the systemic racism and discrimination that continued to permeate American life. In the immediate aftermath of the Civil War, the federal government took steps to protect the rights of newly freed African Americans, establishing the Freedmen's Bureau to provide education, healthcare, and other forms of assistance. However, these efforts were often met with resistance from white Southerners who sought to maintain the pre-war social order. The rise of white supremacist groups like the Ku Klux Klan further undermined efforts to achieve racial equality during Reconstruction. Despite the challenges, African Americans made significant strides during this period. They participated in politics, electing black representatives to Congress for the first time in American history. They established schools, churches, and businesses, demonstrating their resilience and determination to build a better future for themselves and their communities. However, these gains were often short-lived, as the South descended into a period of racial segregation and violence known as Jim Crow. The legacy of slavery and the struggle for racial equality continue to shape American society today. The 13th Amendment, while a monumental achievement, did not eradicate the deep-seated prejudices and systemic inequalities that persist. The fight for equal rights and opportunities for all Americans, regardless of race, remains an ongoing battle. By understanding the history of the 13th Amendment and the challenges that followed its ratification, we can better confront the legacy of racism and work towards a more just and equitable future for all.